Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert and Sonia on Robert and Sonia Live on NGSC Sports. And we come to you live here on Sunday night to give you a pregame show of the Sunday night football game. But Steelers won again. Again.
It's becoming a habit. I still have my door intact and my heart's still right where it's supposed to be.
It's getting to be that every time I'm coming on here now and I'm seeing this stuff and I'm thinking about it, I'm getting chills. I just got chills again because we've not been at 10-0 ever, right? Ever.
There's only 21 teams that have went 10-0. Now there's 22.
22 teams that's gone 10-0 since what was it, 1974? Is that when they started Monday Night Football? The merger, 1974. 1974. No, it was earlier than that. Monday Night Football, I think, started in like 1974, maybe 73. 1964, I think, was the merger. Huh?
So hi to Gwen.
Oh. Hey, Gwen, how are you doing? I think it was in the 60s, late 60s maybe, when the merger happened, when it became the NFL.
Yeah, I think it was in the 60s.
Okay. But only 22 teams since then have gone 10-0 at the beginning of the season. Now, we had another season when we went undefeated, but that was only, I believe, only after Ben started in his rookie season. But there was already a game or two lost when he started, but then I think he went undefeated in his rookie season. I can't remember 100% for sure. But anyway, Steelers are 10-0, and we're moving on this week after this game. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? We are going to be playing in Pittsburgh on Thursday under the lights against the Ravens.
Yes.
Now, Sonia and I was talking about that earlier. Robert and Sonia Live is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience at your favorite sports venue. Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? So we were talking about that earlier, Sonia, about what the mindset was going to be with the Ravens if they lost to the Titans today, and then they have to come to Pittsburgh and play under the lights on Thanksgiving. So now that this is what was interesting with the Ravens. When I just looked a while ago, the Browns have a better record than the Ravens.
Yes, they are third in the division now.
The Ravens are third in the division now. They've got to be fired up. I mean, they've got to be steaming that the Browns have a better record than they. This is probably the first time since they became the Ravens that the Browns have had a better record than them. I would guess that this would be the first time, at least at this part of the season. So as we won this game today, I'm going to say my favorite play today. I don't have a major favorite play. I guess my favorite play would be two plays, and that would be the interceptions by Minka. That's what my favorites would be.
Yeah.
And he almost got a third one, but he was on the ground. He almost got it, and I think the nose of the ball touched the ground when he went because he was already on the ground. It was just too much movement of the ball when he was trying to control it. He was trying to get turned over, but the ball touched the ground, so they didn't give it to him. Is there anything that stood out with you, or Gwen, or Kathy, as your favorite play of the game, or favorite plays of the game, or anybody else out there? Because there's more people out there watching. I can see that there are more people out there watching, but if you can type on the screen, then that would be good. If you have a favorite play of the game, because it was, you know, I said about middle to the end of the third quarter that we should have been at 35 points on the board. And then when I listened to Ben after the game, he said that we should have put up a higher score. But he said that we just weren't executing, and that's what kept us from going higher with the points that we had. But I was thinking, yeah, we should have had about 35 points on the board. I think the interceptions were her favorite too, Gwen says. Yeah, fantastic. It's always good to stop the other team from scoring with an interception. I always like that. It's one thing to stop them on downs, but it's another thing when you get that interception. Now you've got the ball and you got a chance and you kept them from scoring. I like it when it's like that. I like the interceptions. So Connor had a total of 99 yards, 6.8 yards per carry. But that wasn't the total rushing yards that the Steelers had today.
Oh,
right?
Snell's touchdown. How's that?
Snell, he got a touchdown from about 4 yards out. Ran it right in there. Plus he had maybe 5 more carries that was positive yard. One, I think he got trapped behind the line on the right side, and he lost about 2 or 3 yards. But I think the rest of the running plays that he got to carry the ball were positive yardage.
7 attempts, 15 yards, average of 2.1.
Okay, so 15 yards, 2.1. Okay, so he just needs more time out there, and
he actually just came in most of the time when we had third down conversions to do in that touchdown. So he wasn't in for any other series.
Right. He just needs more time on the field so he can get more used to it, because he had more time last year so far.
I think he's more of a bust kind of running back.
Power.
Yeah, he powers through on the third conversion to get the first one.
Okay.
So he's just a different kind of running back. I mean, you just really can't compare him and Connor, because Connor is your first and second runner.
Yes.
And then, Snell comes in and gets that first yard.
The touchdown by Claypool, when he went straight up the middle, that looked easy. He did that a few weeks ago. Went straight up the middle and got an easy touchdown that way. Sonia, this is a Steelers show here on Sunday night, Robert and Sonia Live. And it looks to me like you have on a Steelers dress.
I do. I finally put it on for you. Well, I wore it twice. I mean, this is my second time in it.
Slide your chair over. So, yeah, there you go. So they can see. Okay. And then it's got the rings down around the bottom as well. Yeah. Don't hike it up there too far. You're on family show. Yeah.
And then
where'd you get that dress at?
I make them.
You make those Steelers dresses?
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
Yes. Hopefully in the near future we'll be able to do vendors.
Vendors, as in somebody can buy a batch from you and sell them, resell them?
As in I sell them to a individual.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like going to the games.
Yes, nice. You know what? If you were to come out to one of the games and you were walking around or standing right out there, I bet you would get some orders. I bet you
Well,
would
we
get
can
some
do it this year. So
because it's different. And so, and people like the different things. So, yeah, I bet you would get orders if you had somebody out there, just standing out there when the people were coming in.
hey, Max.
That would be nice.
Yes. So
Mm.
um, the game was phenomenal. I mean, we just. I mean, what a feeling it is to be 10-0.
See, now I just got a light chill there. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm feeling so good about this, and whenever it's something that's different or new or good, or I just keep getting chills now that the Stillers are doing so well. We have worked and waited for so long for there not to be any
Okay.
drama, for there not to be any negative stuff going on. Now we're at 10-0.
So the locker room has something to do with it, as we have been told by Ben himself that our success this year has been from the locker room love between all the guys. You know, they're always high fiving high fiving each other, um, and just encouraging one another and being happy for the other person when they do a good play. It's not all about me.
Yeah, that's a key. That's a major key. When it's not all about me, everybody gets involved, and the little pieces are put together for the big puzzle, and it makes it work for everybody. Because who wants to walk into a sad and gloomy locker room at the end of the game? You know,
Well, it's not even walking into a sad and gloomy locker room after a loss or anything. It's more of a if you have a person on your team that is a me person, and you do lose that game because he is a me, and he throws tantrums on the field or in the locker room, it does create some tension.
yeah, it does. It does, and it makes for.
Sorry, I'm watching the game.
Okay. So that would mean to me that the Colts maybe just scored or got the ball back.
No, they denied Green Bay a
A
first down.
first down. They got a punt.
I think so.
Colts are beating the Packers.
31-28. Okay, so Terrell Unmins, who we don't mention very often on our show, is our Digest Player of the Week.
Digest. He got an interception in the end zone.
How awesome was that one?
Right. Denied that touchdown. That's what
Oh,
I'm talking
he went
about.
for it on fourth down and didn't make it.
Missed it. And Aaron, I was just told a while
I don't even
ago.
know if I'm excited about it.
I was just told a while ago that Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes are the two that ESPN, I think, is considering for Player of the Year, MVP of the year.
Well, of course they are.
Rodgers doesn't deserve to be that close.
But he's the GOAT too.
Goat one, goat two. We know goat one wasn't goat one, and now goat two is not goat two. This is crazy.
Well, he just got denied by the Colts. Oh, you see his face. He just got denied by the Colts on the first down. They turn over the ball on downs with 3 minutes to go.
And what's the score? What's the score right now?
31-28.
31-28.
Back to Steelers. Terrell Edmonds got Digest Player of the Week. And it's so great to hear other players than the usual.
Right, yes.
We don't have any usual players that are mentioned right now because I think we're playing more of a team. He started playing very well in the game on the first quarter, and each had their 2 interceptions, Edmonds and Fitzpatrick. Holding their quarterback Jake Luton to 43.2 completion percentage, 133 net yards, 2 sacks, 7 hits, and a rating of 15.5. Edmonds added 4 tackles in his 2 interceptions, and he is a Digest Player of the Week.
Edmonds and Fitzpatrick both had 2 interceptions, 4 interceptions today.
Yes. By the way, I think Aaron Rodgers just hit his 3rd or 4th also. And we play the Colts here in a few weeks, so I should be like, oh no, beat him, take a couple players out. But no, it's like Aaron Rodgers needs to go down.
Yes, right. And we're going to be playing the Colts in a few weeks. And of the 3 hardest games that we have left, the Colts, the Ravens, and the Bills, I think the Colts probably will be the easiest of the 3 teams to play. If there's such a thing.
The way they're playing this game.
You're liking it, huh?
I think the Colts are going to be the hardest.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not worried about the Ravens next week. I mean, I'm going to be pulling my hair out, and I know it's going to be a tight game and an intense game like it always is. But I'm not as worried about the Ravens. I can't wait to use the word sweep.
I need to let you in on a secret, Sonia.
Yes.
This Ravens game on Thursday night is going to be an easier game than we had today.
You think?
I think it's going to be an easier game than we had today. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Hey, Max, how are you doing? And right there, Max is saying exactly why it's going to be an easier game than we had today. Because we've got a solid defense.
Yes.
Okay? And that solid defense now is going to go up against the offense that we've already shut down.
Right.
Okay? We shut them down to keep them from scoring when they had the ball and they could have won the game. So now our defense, it's easier for a defense to play a game or to play against a team a second time than it is for an offense to play against a team for a second time. That's what I think. So I think that this game on Thursday is going to be because, one, the Ravens already have a mindset of going into Pittsburgh for a night game. Okay? I mean, they got to ride those school buses down there from or over there, up there, from whichever way they got to go. They got to ride those school buses. That's a long ride, and that'd be a long ride home. They already got a mindset because they don't have enough money to pay for an airplane right now. They just lost today against the Titans. So their funds got cut. But anyway, they already fear the Steelers defense. Okay, they fear the Steelers defense. They will be, as long as we hold, what's that guy's name? Their quarterback again? Hold him in the pocket, then that's going to make a difference. And we can hold him in the pocket and then force him to pass the ball. And they only have one wide receiver that can catch the ball, right? It's Brown, right? That's the only wide receiver that they have that they can catch the ball against the Steelers with. And so as long as we contain him and keep him from gaining more than a 20-yard pass, we can shut him down well enough that I think that we can beat these Ravens by 14 or more points on Thursday night. I really do. But we'll see when Thursday night gets here. But so they've already got a mindset that they fear the Steelers on Thursday night on a night game. They just lost to a team that lost 3 in a row. Titans had lost like 3 in a row. And now they got beat by the Titans, which they shouldn't have gotten beat by the Titans, but they did in overtime. And now they got to come into Pittsburgh at night. And that's going to be a problem for them. They just activated Dez Bryant. Oh!
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So now they got a second wide receiver that Steelers going to be looking at.
You know, while we're talking about it, I'm going to go over here and see if I can find an early, what do you call that?
Hey, Brenda. Early prediction?
Yeah.
Early prediction. Yeah, Vegas is putting together their odds right now. I'm going to say that they have the Steelers at plus 3.5.
So we only get our home field advantage?
Yes, I'm going to say that that's where they have the Steelers at, plus 3.5. They want to make the bettors believe that it's going to be a closer game than what it is, and Steelers going to kick some boo-boo. Steelers going to knock them down. Jason, I think, like I said, I think we're going to win by 14 or more. We'll see what happens. But what the Steelers are going to do, now, what we normally do is we don't generally take more than what we need. Now, today, the game was 27-3. We could have taken more than that, but we didn't need to take any more. It was a decisive and clear win for us, so we didn't take any more points than really what we needed. And if you notice the games that we played so far, we've not really blown anybody out. And the two games that we blew the people out with, the teams out with, were the two of the teams in our division, the Browns and the Bengals. Okay, now it's time for the Ravens to get blown out because that's going to make a decisive win.
A blowout?
They're not in our division.
Well, you said the only ones that we have had was the ones in our division.
Yeah, right. We could have had more. We could have gone to 35 points or more. Yeah, that was a blowout. That was a blowout, but it didn't look like it, you know?
Right. So the early spread is -2.5 Steelers.
Oh, I was off by 1 point.
But this was on the 17th. It's not out yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
It'll probably come out tomorrow.
Okay. But we generally only take what we need. Now, when we took those points from the Browns and from the Bengals, that showed that those teams are not nearly as good as, especially the Browns, as what the Browns think they are.
You know, I was keeping up with chatting with Jason and my uncle during the game. My uncle is a Browns fan and my aunt is an Eagles fan. So I was chatting with all of them during our game, and Jason was keeping me up to date on what was going on with the Bengals and Burrows being out for the rest of the season.
I know he went down, but he's out for the rest of the season.
He's out for the rest of the season. I don't know if they came out and said yet if he tore a ligament or what.
Watch the Bengals win next week.
Who do they play?
I don't know. Just watch them win. Torn ACL, Max says.
Okay, torn ACL.
Colts went for it at 4th and 4 and got it. Okay.
Yeah, he did tweet out, "I'll see you next year."
Okay. Burrow tore his ACLs out.
Somebody else said that they were shocked that he lasted this long with that O-line.
Well, and he's trying to run the ball. You better be, he's fast, but he's not quick. There's a difference being fast and being quick. You better be a little bit quicker if you're going to run the ball as a quarterback in the NFL or have some power. Because you're taking some hits, and you can't be taking those hits when you're quarterback and maybe that's why he wound up today with a torn ACL. I didn't see what happened, but maybe that's why he wound up with a torn ACL today. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, you got to be faster than that, or I should say quick, like I was saying.
Our new guy, Chase Claypool, has 10 touchdowns in 10 games.
10 in 10 games, and that is very close, if not a record.
Yes, it is. It's a Steelers record anyway.
It's a Steelers record, an NFL record. I think he is 1 or 2 off the mark in the NFL for having the record.
Yeah, and he is not on the short list or the long list of Rookie of the Year. Oh, he left me. So he's not on the short list or the long list for Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. Mike Tomlin made headlines saying the Steelers weren't a Big Ten team playing MAC opponents this week. After they whipped up on the Jaguars, he took a photo with 5 MAC players. Spillane, Ben, Dante Johnson, and Okafor. So, oh, he's back.
Go ahead. Or did you finish what you were saying? So Robert and Sonia Live is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience at your favorite sports venue. Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? This is Robert and Sonia on NGSC Sports on Robert and Sonia Live here on Sunday night, where we give you a little bit of a pregame show for Sunday Night Football, and we give you a lot of Steelers information because this is a Steelers show on Sunday night.
Okay, here's something. Steelers 2019 points scored, 289. And Steelers 2020 has 298 already.
Wow. And we still have 6 games to go.
Yes.
That's enormous.
Here on Twitter, somebody put on here, he doesn't like the Steelers, but I keep cheering for them to win so the announcers don't have to say stupid blank things. Like the 72 Dolphins can pop the champagne cork.
Oh, so they're going way back there. That's what they're doing. But we go back there too, right? Because we go back to the 4 Super Bowls that we won in the 70s.
Right.
Yeah.
And I keep saying, what are they doing for me now?
Okay. Well, here, let me show you what they're doing right now. Let me show you.
Besides,
that's what they're doing. Yes. When people see this hat, they know what's up. They don't say a word.
So can we stop saying that Steelers are going to go into a trap game? Do I have to hear and read it one more time?
Well,
the trap game for the Steelers.
Well, people are going off of the history.
Oh, no.
When they're going off of the history, it's hard to not believe that we're going to play a game and lose that game, and we should win that game. Today, Ben said that we didn't execute as well as we should have executed. Whether that's true or not, and I know that we did a decent job today. Do me a favor, Sonia, and pull up the stats from the day. How many completions did Ben have? See what that was. And you said that Connor rushed for 6.8 yards a carry,
22,
which was
32 out of 46, 267 yards, 8.3.
32 out of 46?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just about That's a tad over 2/3. That's a tad over 66%, which is not bad. Okay. So in saying that they didn't execute today, have you ever noticed that when Ben comes on and he's talking, being interviewed, he's always very modest and he always takes the blame. No matter what happens, he takes the blame. So if something's not going right during the game and we do not perform as well as we should, then it's generally him taking the blame. And he doesn't hardly ever single anybody out of they did a bad job, they did a poor job, anything like that. So, and he spread it around just like he said today, that he spreads it around because everybody is making their they're coming out on the field and they're being seen, and so he's getting the ball to them. His two favorite targets appear to be Claypool and Johnson, but he is spreading the ball around to whoever he can get the ball to. And I noticed what you're saying earlier, and they put it up on the screen. He gets the ball out in 2.24 seconds, and he's faster than anybody else right now, looks like, at getting the ball out. Even when it's a bomb or a long pass, he still gets the ball out very quickly. That takes a lot of skill to go from a 10-yard pass in 2.2 seconds to a 30-yard pass in 2.2 seconds.
Right.
So if what he's saying is true, that we didn't execute today, that we can play better, that's going to fuel my fire that we are going to win by 14 or more on Thursday night when the Ravens go into Pittsburgh at Heinz Field.
You know, we always talk about the disrespect that Steeler fans think that we don't get, the respect that other teams get. And here's something that was tweeted out earlier also about respect for the Steelers. Joe Buck is talking up Saints 7 wins straight. No mention of Steelers 10th straight win. Yeah,
Rodney Dangerfield. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
No respect. No respect.
That's exactly what it says, actually. Steelers are the Dangerfield of the field of the NFL. No respect.
See?
Stop reading.
Rodney Dangerfield. We get no respect.
Yeah. So. Text him his number. Oh.
No.
No. You want me to go ahead and
I just did.
Okay. Well,
you know, that is a compliment to us. I appreciate that this person sees that we have enough people that come on here that he can try and come on here and steal business and advertise here.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, now the terrible towel contest.
Yes.
The terrible towel contest. Nobody won.
Nobody won?
Nobody won. The combined score was 27-3. And the closest points that anybody had, I believe, was 35. And so they went over. And just like The Price is Right, you can't go over. You have to be under. And let me see here.
Because everybody went too high. You mean?
Yeah.
Charles went too high with 50 something.
55. And the lowest score was 35, which was Desiree Ann, but she wasn't low enough. And I can understand 35 because the Steelers are averaging 30 points a game. So I can understand that. So they went down below average today. So, okay, so now there's more fuel to my fire about Thursday's game.
That's not how I see that, because we still hit 30 points, didn't we?
No, we didn't. We got 27.
Oh, okay.
And they got 3.
Okay.
So we went below 30, but we were at like 30.25 a game. So now we're still right around 30 points a game, right at that number. Well, and so if we went below 30 today.
Wait a minute. She didn't win because she's 30 points?
She's 35. She went over. She had to be at 29 or less in order to win. You can't go over what the score was.
Okay.
I know it stumped me for a while too, Sonia. I was like, what? So, with us not getting 30 points today, I'm going to say we score about 42 points on Thursday. 39 to 42 points on Thursday against the Ravens.
You're going that high against the Ravens.
I'm going that high against the Ravens. Yeah, I'm going that high against the Ravens. Jason, I will donate it to your son. Inbox me with your address. I'll send it to your son. I'm sure he's going to enjoy it. Okay, I'll do that. So inbox me your address and I will send it to you. No, Jason, stop. Not free towels for everybody. You guys lost. Go.
Jason, we did block the person.
Okay. Packers are in field goal range. Is that going to make? Did they kick it?
Not yet. 30 seconds left, I think.
30 in this game? Is it tied up?
Yes. No. It's a 3-point game.
Okay. So they will tie it up and put it in overtime. If they kick it, it'll be overtime?
Well, it's 42 seconds left. And there's 3-point game, and he's at his 12s. Oh, and I thought it got sacked.
Colts are ahead?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, great, Jason. Yes, I will send it to him. Inbox me with your address, your full name and address, and I'll get it in the mail this week. Maybe tomorrow. I might be able to get into the mail tomorrow, and it could be delivered on Friday or Saturday. Now, this past week, huh?
I just won a turkey.
You just won a turkey?
No, that's what he said. I just want a turkey.
I'm vegetarian. I'm not giving away any birds.
Unless we're giving away a bird's loss.
we get. I'll send you a dead raven.
Ooh, 4th and 3. Here it goes.
4th and 3. So we're going to kick it now. We'll see.
And overtime. Okay, we're talking about overtime. What about that game?
The Ravens and the Titans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the scenario. Okay, everybody was on us after the game that it wasn't tie game. So everybody was on us that it wasn't a game that we should be proud of. We should just take the win and walk away, right? Okay, so but how many times did we were talking about the Ravens, talking about the Titans and how they play? Yes, they have lost 2 in a row, but they still are playing the same way. Once their players came back that was injured after our game, they're starting the same thing of, they come from behind and they dominate, especially that 4th quarter. So they came back, 11 points from behind, which is not a huge behind.
Right.
Because it has been bigger. And the Ravens were not able to stop them. We, on the other hand, were able to stop them.
Yes.
So there's the difference there. Is Titans are still doing the same thing. They come back from behind and they win the games.
Except for when they're playing the Steelers.
Apparently.
Yes. Okay. Oh, so Jason's son gave him a high five because now he's getting a terrible towel. Oh, Jason, this is interesting. He's getting the one-of-a-kind terrible towel.
Autographed by only you.
Yes.
I feel like left out.
If you can autograph one. You can autograph one. Somebody will win your one-of-a-kind terrible towel when you put your autograph. I'll get one and send it to you. I might be going to Pittsburgh this week. I'll get one, send it to you. You can autograph it.
I have them here in Charlotte.
Oh, you have some there?
Uh-huh.
You got Steelers terrible towels in Charlotte?
I do.
We're everywhere. Okay, so Jason, yes. So now you can. You will have. Well, I'm sorry, you won't have it. Your son will have it. If he saves this, how old is your son, Jason? Is he in school? Because he can save this, and it could be worth something someday. But probably only like an artist. When I'm dead and gone, it'll be worth how much money? Artists drawings and paintings not worth anything till they're gone. Okay, you take me for granted. You take me for granted, Sonia. What were you saying?
I don't remember.
No.
Which Jason are we talking about? Tillman or Lamar?
Tillman, Jason Tillman. Jason, go up to, if you're on Facebook, you go up to the right-hand side where the icons are, and there's like a lightning bolt inside of a...
Why don't you send him a message?
Okay, I'll send you a message, Jason, when we get off here, and then you can respond back to me. All right. When I try to be funny sometimes because I like to make people laugh and smile. That's a good thing. They come back because they can smile, because they can laugh, and they get involved with us, and that's a good thing for everybody. He's a junior in high school. Fantastic. Fantastic. Green Bay won the toss. Any terrible towel is awesome. I'm going to send him this one with my name on it. Okay, because I autographed it. Somebody told me, I don't know if it was you, somebody told me to put my autograph on it because I was out of the Super Bowl towels and the autograph towels by the coach and the player. So I did that, and I'll send this one to you. Okay, I'll send you a message. Sonia's on his friends list. Sonia, okay.
Did you like Juju's birthday candles he was blowing out?
I saw that photo of that. I saw a photo of it.
You know, it's funny here that they're saying Steelers moved to 10-0 to set sights on AFC North battle with the Ravens. Isn't that kind of funny? Because not that it was not going to be a battle, but now they are 6-4, and Browns are ahead of them. So wouldn't they be saying getting ready to face a battle with
the Ravens, right?
With the Browns.
Oh, AFC. Well, yeah. We will have already won the championship, so it really won't matter. We beat the Ravens on Thursday. We win the AFC. Mm-hmm. So it may be a battle, huh?
AFC North, right?
Yeah, AFC North. It's we win our division. So it won't be. It may be a battle, but will it really be a battle? It's not like a playoff, because playoffs. We already we've already beat the Browns and we creamed them by 36 points or 38 points, whatever that was, 36 or 38. But yeah, so we're getting ready to run to a battle up against. We got to play each one of these AFC North teams again.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be interesting for us to sweep all three teams? I don't remember we ever done that. I don't remember that we have. That would be really, really good.
Having a clean sweep of the whole North.
Yes. Yeah. So we play Bengals, Ravens, and Browns, and Bills, Colts, and who else do we have there? We got one other team there. So we got 6 left.
Bengals?
I said that. Bengals, Ravens, and Browns. Colts, Bills. Somebody else is there. I can't think who that other team is. It's a team that doesn't have a very good record at all, I think.
So tonight's game.
They're playing in the new stadium, Alliance Stadium out there in Las Vegas. And
Raiders' biggest game since 2016 is tonight, home against Kansas City Chiefs. If the Raiders can sweep the Chiefs, because remember that's who they lost to the last time in Kansas City.
I was getting ready to ask you, didn't they lose to the Raiders?
They will be within one game of the AFC West race and be in great shape for the AFC playoffs chase.
What? They may get into the playoffs? Yeah, I know you got to hear it. Here, you can do this if you don't want to hear it, Sonia.
There's 7 teams.
So I said it 2 years ago that this season, when they opened up in Las Vegas, that the Raiders would make it into the playoffs. And now it's looking like they have a very good opportunity to get into the playoffs.
Oh my gosh, they just turned the ball over.
So Green Bay's got it?
No, Colts got it.
Colts
Aaron Rodgers is best.
You know what his problem is?
He's arrogant. That's what his problem is.
Yeah, he's not doing a discount double check anymore. He's changed up. Yeah. He was doing good when he's doing a discount double check. He's not doing as well this time anymore.
Chiefs have been installed as a 6.5 road favorite for this game by our friends, Vegas people.
Max says that we swept the North the last time we won the Super Bowl. That's great. That's great. But then that carries our minds into, well, this happened, we're going to do it again. This happened, we're going to do it again. This happened, we're going to do it again.
Fans, I don't think the players look at it that way.
Yeah, no, I don't think the players do. That's what we fans do. And I think like that sometimes too.
Okay, so tonight's game is Sammy Watkins has been rolled out. Taco Charlton and Mitchell Swartz have been placed on IR. Alex Okafor and Sneed have been activated from IR.
Okay. Robert and Sonia Live is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience at your favorite sports venue. Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? So when you go to a sporting event and you don't want to get up out of your seat because the game is too interesting, go to the Arena Eats mobile app, arenaeats.app, and just order your food from your seat and they will deliver it to you. Just like Domino's or Pizza Hut or Papa John's. That's no longer the NFL sponsored pizza or official pizza of the NFL. So you can order from the arenaeats.app. Okay, go ahead.
You get going on that.
Yes.
The last time these two teams met in earlier this year, the Raiders took on the Kansas City Chiefs, and Derek Carr threw over for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, while only being sacked once.
1 sack in a game is really good. Well, that's mostly a compliment to the O-line, not as much as to the quarterback as it is the O-line, unless the quarterback has the ability to scramble. Then it's a compliment to the quarterback or has the ability to get out. When I was today, I was in the sports bar watching the game, and there are a few Steelers fans in there, a couple of Browns fans. But this guy was a Browns fan. He said that when Ben had the motorcycle, when he got in the wreck, he had a motorcycle, and that motorcycle was built at Big Dog's. And Big Dog's motorcycles were here in Columbus. And he said that, now these bikes were big. Okay, he said when Ben got on that bike, he just looked like an average guy on that bike, but it was because the bike was so big and Ben was so big, it just looked like an average bike. And I talked to another person the other day. This is interesting. I talked to another person the other day. Ben has paid to have some humidors made from a guy here in Columbus that makes humidors. And he had to take them over to Pittsburgh because Ben had them made for a group of people that's in the Steelers organization. I can't remember which group that was, but he had those humidors made for them. And he had to take them over there the other day. Specially made.
Colts just won.
Colts won. Okay.
Yep. Chris Jones and Frank Clark are two dominating defensive linemen that can do havoc on the defensive side of the ball. The Raiders need to tighten up the front to complete the series and sweep the Kansas City. With Colton Miller returning, that is huge for the Raiders' offensive line.
You said a sweep in a series?
Yeah, so they would sweep the Kansas City both times.
Chiefs have lost 2 games? I thought they'd only lost 1.
If they lose tonight, the Raiders would have beat them twice.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about the Colts. Sorry.
No.
Okay. All right.
Jones and Clark have combined 9.5 sacks and 26 quarterback hits this season. But the Raiders counter that with elite talent up front, and the offensive line is making key matchups. So I think it's going to be a huge game tonight. And good, like this game that I just watched with the
yes,
and Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I get more excited to watch lose. Packers.
X number 12.
X number 12, which is really number 12, which is the GOAT.
Not number 12 anymore.
and or the Ravens.
Well, it's good to watch every one of them lose, and it's good to watch every one of them lose at Heinz Field.
Finley will be the quarterback for the Bengals.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't even know that name.
BJ Finley, isn't that who that is?
Okay. Timothy says Green Bay fell apart in the second half. They usually get better in the second half. Aaron Rodgers usually does some game-winning drives in the second half. It's almost like
well, he did
Elway.
He did do a drive, but they turned the ball over.
He's almost like Elway in that manner of doing game-winning drives.
I think his first name is BJ.
BJ Finney. I understand. That sounds right.
AJ McCarron?
What about him?
Cincinnati's backup quarterback is AJ McCarron with a statistic in telling fans to stop current Andy Dalton. Well, maybe that was last year. So, yeah, it could be.
Okay. Yeah, I think BJ
appears to have locked up the Bengals' primary backup. Okay.
Ryan Finley.
Yep.
Finley. Oh no, Finney is different than Finley, so that's why you had that. Yeah, that's why you had. Yeah, Finley, not Finney. Okay, that makes a difference. So this is Robert and Sonia on NGSC Sports. We come to you here on Sunday night with a pregame show, a slight pregame show for Sunday night football, where the Chiefs are going to be playing the Raiders in Las Vegas tonight. And we'll see. You know, what we really want, what the Steelers really want, is for the Chiefs to lose to the Raiders tonight. To push them on down so that we're up there by ourselves and we have the best chance of getting the home field advantage and the bye for the playoffs. That's what we want.
And,
so,
you know, and for spit it out, Sonia, to sit there and see that we are ahead of the Chiefs right now. I mean, we still have a lot of football to play, but you know, if we start losing games and the Chiefs take that first, they get that bye week. I mean, it's kind of like watching last year with number 12 having to play that extra week. So now we can see if we get that bye week, that Mahomes will have to play that extra week also.
Yeah, without a week off. It makes a difference when you don't have that week off. It really makes it, because your bodies don't heal up.
Right.
And when you get into the playoffs, it's harder football than when you're playing the regular season.
Right.
Unless it's the Ravens and the Steelers against each other. It's a playoff game every time. It's a game.
Yeah, Timothy, I thought so, but I thought they traded McCarron, but it came up on my screen first thing. And BJ Finney, that's right. He was a backup for us. Thanks, Jason. I knew that name.
Jason, so did you get checked out, and how's your chest?
Probably sore.
Yeah, but hopefully he doesn't have anything broken.
Yeah.
So, how about those Steelers 10-0, everybody? Woo, 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 woo. 10-0.
We have bragging rights on Monday morning.
Yes. Okay. So no operation needed. It's going to mend itself. Okay.
Well,
probably hard breathing right now, though.
At least Green Bay Packers number 12 went out to shake hands with.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
They're not nice.
Instead of unsportsmanlike conduct. After the game, throw the flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct. You didn't shake his hand. Again. So, okay, game will be on in about 20 minutes. And Steelers going to play the Ravens on Thursday night in Heinz Field under the lights. We have a short week, a very short week. So there's probably going to be no hitting at all, no hitting, and Ben can rest up some, but they will be playing in Heinz Field on Thursday night. So be there or be square.
You know, tomorrow night's going to be good too.
I saw it. Now I don't remember it. Who's playing tomorrow night?
You don't remember?
No, I saw it earlier. I was looking at the schedule.
Who didn't play? Who did we not see today out in the field?
Well, there were there's 4 teams that were on byes this week.
Okay, so I'll let you in a little secret. It's LA Rams at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I did see that, and I don't want Tampa Bay to win, and the Rams have a very good chance of winning this game tomorrow night. I want to see that happen.
Tonight's going to be good, and tomorrow night's going to be
good. Yeah, so with good games this weekend. Good games this weekend. You guys push the share button so other Steelers fans can come in here and see this show. It's a really big shoe, ladies and gentlemen.
We need you to win a towel, so make sure you put your number in there for next week.
Yes, come in on Thursday night. We're going to be on about an hour to hour and 15 minutes before kickoff, and someone will win a terrible towel. All right, get your numbers in. So don't put your numbers in till Thursday, though. I'll lose them.
It won't count either. It has to be on the thread while we're live.
So this is Robert and
Sonia.
We're gone, y'all.